Okay, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. This is not turning out how I want it to. Terrible. So here are my lessons learned. Number one, use the right size roller. For my length of hair, I should be using these orange ones for most of my hair. For the very back, I could use this size or an even smaller size of purple. Okay, so use the right size roller. For me, the right size roller and how I tell is if you look at, like, let's just say this curl, right? This is straight out that roller. Now a smaller roller, this would have been defined. But in this big roller, how you know a roller is too big, this part is not curly, it's just like poofy, which means that it's not wrapping around this rod as many times as it should, which means the curl would probably be cuter on a smaller rod.
All right, the leave-in and styling foam have been applied. This is the hardest part about having a taper cut, is that your hair is not all even on all sides, especially in the back. So the back of my hair has a lot of tiny little hairs that doesn't allow for a roller of this size, like the orange one, to wrap around multiple times. That's why I should have used a much smaller roller.
This again. It's harder than it looks.
Okay, on to try number 2. I'm still sticking with the orange roller this time. Instead, I actually take a clip to officially separate out the sections, thinking that this would help the roller. However, as you can tell, I'm still not having success with wrapping the roller and getting it to stay tightly. You can see here that all of my tiny short hairs just are not fitting in this size roller. All right, the third time has to be the charm here. So I'm switching out the roller to a light peach roller, which is smaller than the orange one that I used before. You'll see that the longer hairs are wrapping around, but still my shorter sides are not. And this time, if I could do it over, I would probably use a purple rod, which is one of the smallest size rods you can find. Okay, I'm laughing really hard, you guys, because I thought that my hair was like long, but clearly it's short. Here, I separate this section into 2 parts. I grab a huge green roller. It's clearly too big. I try the technique of wrapping from the roots and then wrapping the ends around my hair. That doesn't work. Well, you can see it does work, but you'll see in the end that it doesn't. Then here, I wrap from the ends of my hair down to the roots. That seemed to take pretty well, but it still doesn't have that defined curl.
I'm gonna be honest with you guys, this is not turning out how I want it to. The biggest problem and what not to do, so don't be like me, is I'm using rollers that are just too big, even though I really want loose curls for this. So I'm just going to go ahead and wash my hair, and I'm going to discontinue this rod set because it's just not turning out right. You can see, I have hairs. If I were to use a smaller roller, I wouldn't have this problem. I don't think I would. Again, I've already wasted a lot of time just trying to get this together. and I don't have the time to finish it, so I'm going to call this off, and this is now going to be a what not to do video.
Okay, this is when I've given up. Look at how when I take out the big rollers, look at that. No definition at all. That's why I should have used smaller rollers and separated it out into smaller sections.
Lesson learned number 2 is I try to do this on dry hair. For my hair, it doesn't work. Now, I have seen some of my personal hair crushes. They'll do it on dry hair. They'll stretch the hair out, just apply a little bit of water, and it makes for a really beautiful curl. My hair doesn't like that. It needs water, and I'm gonna have to do this on wet hair. So next time, smaller rollers, wet hair. And I think that that's about it. Oh, no. Smaller sections too. I try to do big sections because I wanted big curls. And my hair is thick, especially in this middle, so I need smaller sections, okay? So take my tips, take my lessons learned, and go and do your rod set and have it be better than mine.